G'day guys, today I want to talk about failing because it's something that's very misunderstood. Now this can relate back to quite a range of topics, but as most of my work involves weight loss, that's what I'll be relating it to today. So when it comes to failing, people seem to be fearful of it. People seem to be embarrassed, humiliated, but they're looking at it all wrong. You know, no one wants to fail, but it's an essential part of learning. You look back at all of your biggest learning areas, the times in your life where you've really learnt lessons, and you know it's been because of the pain and what you've learnt through going through those processes. Now, hopefully you don't have to go through a lot of painful processes when you're trying to lose weight or reach your goals, but you know it's going to happen. Like there's no doubt. Say, even for the most successful of people, one thing I can guarantee you is every one of them have failed. And not only that, they've failed at what they're good at. So you think of what they're very well known for, and they definitely would have failed a hell of a lot at that. So if you relate it to what I do, I guess, with health and fitness, you know, you'll start off with a goal where I might want to achieve a certain goal, and then I have to adjust things as I go. So they're like mini failures, because as I'm going, I'm learning that no, it's just never going to work like that. I actually got it wrong. I sort of misinterpreted what was required or what can be achieved. And so I've had to adjust it. And that in itself is a mini failure, if you will. But there's been other times where, you know, I've just fallen flat on my face. I mean, many times, especially early in my career. So, you know, it's going to happen. So when it comes to weight loss, you know that your weight's going to fluctuate because it's happened to everyone since the dawn of time. So why are you embarrassed? Quite often, it's the judgment. It's people, you think about what people might think of you, and people might judge you because of it. But really, like, who can judge? Like, everyone fails. Every single person fails at things. And not only that, most people that ever attempt weight loss will fail at some stage. Yeah, pretty much everyone will fail at some stage. So what's it say about them if they know that they have failed themselves in the past, yet when you fail, they're judging you? So you might be surprised at how little people do judge you. But even if they do, what's it say about them? You know what it says about you if they judge you? You're human. If you've failed, you're human. So we know that that's definitely going to happen. So if you find yourself in a situation right now where you might have lost some weight in the past, and now you're sort of wallowing in self-pity and, you know, poor old me, and you don't know what to do, and you feel like you're too embarrassed to speak to anyone, don't be silly. This is how it works, okay? So as time goes on, you know, or as you lose weight, you learn skills. But as your life evolves, as you get older, the skill set you require is very different, because, you know, like, you know, you get married, you have kids, you know, you change careers, you sell a house, you buy a house, all these sorts of things happen, and they require a different skill set. So you're going to find that you're going to stumble at times, and sometimes you're going to get it right, and sometimes you're going to get it wrong. When you get it wrong, if you don't get back onto it very quickly, you're going to put all that weight back on. So what you've got to do is try to get onto it quickly. Now, if it's past that, if you've already put the weight back on, what do you got to do? You got to start from scratch. You know what you have to do. You got to go back to week one and start that through. Find yourself some support. So find people that you know you can trust that are going to be supportive. So let's get started. Write out your plan for the week. What are you going to eat? How are you going to exercise? If you can't exercise, just get the food right, but try to get that exercise done because it's important as well. It doesn't have to be strenuous. Just get on track. Now focus on the first 7 days. Don't worry about what's coming up, just the first 7 days. You get that food right, you know you're going to get that nice jump in the first week, pull it back in. So look back at where you failed in the past and see what you can learn from it, because I can guarantee there is something you can learn from those situations. And that will build your little toolkit for being able to keep the weight off long term. And each time you attempt, you're going to get better and better at it.